Hey guys, John here again. Haven't done an update in a while because, to be honest, I didn't want to sit here and try to force a topic, force myself to talk about something. I wanted to actually, you know, be interested or passionate about talking about what I want to talk about that day. Um, Against Gary V's wishes, I know, because I know he's very big on just pumping out content. Um, I might be finding that there are other avenues that make more sense than this for that. This is almost like kind of like a journal. And today I could use a journal entry because um, about 3 hours ago, not even, maybe like two, I just lost my dog Squeaky. Um, yeah, that that was not how I expected tonight to go. Um, I think I'm realizing now, like, I'm needed when crisis happens, and I have to be strong for that. But it's so sad, dude. I'm so sad. He's such a good boy. I need this smoke real quick. Y'all, it's been a night. It's been a fucking night, dude. Yeah, dude. It's raining right now too. Apparently, there's like a massive rain that's coming in here to California overnight, and yeah, tomorrow's supposed to just be raining all day. Feels appropriate for my mood. So yeah, I think today I want to talk a little bit about um, end of life, dealing with loss, and being ready to deal with sudden events. So my dog wasn't really able to breathe. He had this hacking cough for a while. We knew it was a problem, but my mom's the type to. I mean, I didn't go to many doctors growing up, so that just tells you about how much often she's gonna take her dog to the vet, right? Yeah, but I guess yesterday he started breathing real heavy, and he wasn't moving right. Um, and today just kind of got worse, and I think she was trying to see like, well, let's see if he gets better. Let's try a couple home remedies, and uh, clearly she realized that this is not getting better. By the time I got there, and I saw what was going on, I knew this was serious. It was like, no, we need to go to the vet right now. Like, he is, I could tell he couldn't breathe. I could hear him struggling to breathe. They aren't entirely sure what happened. They said they didn't find any fluid in him, but yeah, it's most likely like it's like a trachea or something like that. I don't know. Anatomy is not my thing. I do not know medicine or body or any of that very well. Um, Anything medical is not definitely not my wheelhouse. But you could hear that something was closing up, and he wasn't able to breathe. We got to the first vet, and they basically said that they couldn't do an overnight. Like, she heard him, and she went, "Oh, clearly this dog is not okay." The woman was like, "You need to go to another vet that's gonna take him overnight." I'm At that point, I can tell, holding him in my arms, I can tell how serious it is. So we get back in the car, we drive to another vet that's 24 hours, and he's fading. He's fading on the car ride. I can tell. I'm looking over and I went, I'm not hearing the panting anymore. Like, it's gotten weaker. And I had a feeling I knew what that meant, because he couldn't really breathe. Try to run inside that vet. I grabbed him out of my mom's arms, because I was driving. I popped out of the car, grabbed him out of my mom's arms, tried to get in the building, and he went limp in my arms as we opened the door. I felt his head just plop over to the side, and he kind of like threw up, I guess, a little bit. It's kind of like a foamy bile, but something definitely was coming up out of him as he limped over. They immediately just asked, do you want to do CPR? Do you want to try and resuscitate? And I was like, yes, we're here. Yes, please try and save my dog. His heart stopped beating before I had handed him over to the nurse. He didn't make it. And that was a very hard moment for me, obviously. Like, I love Squeaky. He's been around now for like 10 years or something. My mom has had him, you know what I mean? I love that dog, but my mom just devastated. And you could tell she was a very avoidant personality. Both my parents have very avoidant personalities. They don't like to deal with heartache or death or anything really difficult on an emotional level. And I find that when you live that way and you avoid the problems in your life, especially if you're not going to take care of yourself physically either, it'll come back on you very, very hardly at the end. And that's what I feel like happened here. To have, my dogs just suddenly die like that. My little boy was struggling to breathe. I could hear it. I could hear him struggling to breathe. And my mom just, while, Squeaky's on the table, like, he's gone. They brought in the body so we could spend a few moments with him, and I could see the stages of grief going through her, and the bargaining stage. I think he's still moving. I think he's still breathing. How do we know he's gone? And I'm like, Mom, his heart isn't beating. His body's cooling down. He's not with us anymore. I could see her just not ready, not wanting to let go. And I find that when you live your life that way, when you just one more day, God, just give me one more day, one more chance, just one, you just keep trying to see if you can just push off the pain of life. The pain will come and smack you like right in the face. And that's what happened to her. I see this happen to my parents all the time. They're so avoidant. They don't like to deal with anything. They don't like to talk about anything. They don't like to, go to the doctor for anything, for God's sakes, like. That's why end of life is so hard, and letting go is very hard. It was a difficult moment for me. Definitely had some tears. I drove home. It was sad. I had to be strong, while we were there, but I wanted to be weak too. It's hard to lose someone you love. I know he's a dog. I know he's a dog. It still hurts. You know what I mean? Like, it still hurts. Yeah. Dealing with loss and taking responsibility for your life and not avoiding things. I feel like my parents, that's most of what they've done. They show me what happens when you're so avoidant to your own life and your own health, your own happiness, your own responsibilities. And, end of life, you just want to relax, and you don't really get the peace. You get a lot of heartbreak. So yeah, that's why I try and face life head on. And I'm ready for the tragedies of life. I don't expect it to always be okay. I'm ready for when it rains. Thanks for hanging out while I'm kind of just processing my emotions. I don't know if this is really insightful. I don't think it really needed to be. I just needed to talk. cheaper than therapy. Yeah, have a great night. Love you guys.